After an inconsistent winter training period, very slowly and steadily getting back to full fitness with one 60-meter race in between there, it is finally time for my outdoor season opener, in which today's video consists of 3 100 meters. And to say the least, I could be pushing sub 11 this video. Welcome back to another episode of the 0.5 Project. Enjoy. So, it is a nice Tuesday evening. I've travelled 2 hours to compete in one 100 meter race. The race is fairly fast. There is one 10.8 runner, there's an 11.0 runner, and some other people that I will be inevitably racing against. I'm hoping to set a good base time down, somewhere in the 11.2s or, if possible, below that. But as I warm up, I am feeling a headwind on the main straight.
Till I downfall, my love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
So, with my warm-up done, at this moment, I'm not feeling super powerful, but I can feel the adrenaline coming, and I'm ready to just jump in the blocks and race.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
So, I mean, I've not seen the official time, but on the phone, I was exactly 2 attempts off the guy who got 11.12, so it's 11.32. There was a headwind, but all in all, I mean, I'm actually not displeased with it. You know, it was a good run. Well, it wasn't. Between 50 and 70, I'll go over it more when I get home. I started like almost stumbling. I could not keep my speed. And then afterwards, I just told myself to just chill out and relax, you know, I can't force it. And then, you know, I feel as though I gained and got back 3rd place. So, but yeah, I'll go over it more in a little bit. Yo guys, so it is 11:40 p.m. I still don't know the time, by the way. So, I mean, I roughly know if first place ran 11.12, I was about 0.22 away from him, so I run 11.34. That is my guess. I mean, the wind, I remember feeling on the start line, so obviously we're running this way. The wind was coming in like this, so it's like a diagonal crosswind. Let's go over the race. 0 to 20 meters. I'm already up, right? You know, I mean, of course, it's not good to force staying low, but it looked like my second and third steps, I was already upright. And this is what I was trying to sort out on my previous Thursday session that you saw in my previous video, and I felt like that was going well, you know. 20 to 50, I can't remember it at all. From what it looks like, it just looks like I'm gaining speed, but the real problem came at 50 to 70 meters. I don't know if you can see it on the video. I was struggling. I could have easily have tripped or something because I could not hold my speed. I was running, I was sprinting, and all of a sudden, like, my legs lost their cycle. I just couldn't hold it. But then from 70 meters to 100, I was literally just trying to relax, trying to just, you know, I was not going as fast as I could have, but at the same time, I'm not bummed about this. You know, it's my first race back in 11 months, well, outdoor race in 11 months. And if you see in the video, I'm actually gaining on people. I think I got third in the end, might have got fourth. I'm not expecting any PBs this season, if I'm going to be completely honest, but it's not out the window either. I kicked off the season with an 11-3 into a headwind. I don't think this is bad. You know, it could have been better, but that's why we race, right? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the 0.5 Project. I'm wondering if you're actually going to see the next competition in 2 weeks. It won't be uploaded by just after then anyway. Let's see. I'll see you guys in the next video or my second 100 meter. So guys, before I move on, here is my time. 11.39 in a plus 2.1. Now there are many things wrong with this. Firstly, plus 2.1 wind. I'm not here to justify myself or stroke my ego, but you can clearly see no one's near their PBs in an illegal wind, which are on the right hand side. And it was quite clearly a headwind. I remember making a joke with someone on the start line saying, it'll be nice to hit sub 12 in this wind because it was strong. Secondly, I've run 11.39 and the guy in third has run 11.30. However, if you look at this little photo here, me and him are level. So there's clearly not a 10th there. But anyway, let's move on. So hello everybody. It is the 10th of June, and today I'll be doing 3 120s, in which on Thursday I barely did anything. I just did 2 100s at 50%, 60% because I was cooked. On the Wednesday after the race, which was on a Tuesday, my hips hurt a bit, but I had a football 6-a-side game that evening. I played it, I played in goal, so I wasn't expecting to do much. It was probably the hardest game we played. Yeah, I was cooked the next day. Yesterday I was in the gym, some trap bar work. I went up to 108 kilograms and just did 3 sets of 5 just for power. Did some back extensions, calf press. Let's go on to the 120s. I've already done my warm-up. Came from in the second round. I just flew. I'm cooked. So I'm just gonna try and survive this last round.
I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but need you.
So after those 120s, on the following Monday, 2 days before my following competition, I just did a very short warm-up in my garden.
So today's race day. I'm just gonna give a little update. The past week or so, been suffering from hay fever really bad. I've got this nose strip on to just enlarge my nose. You probably tell by my voice. It's just not good. It's annoying. My sleep's been a bit inhibited, and you're gonna be like, oh, here we go. The excuses starting for. So for example, last Wednesday evening, I went to sleep about midnight, woke up about 5, blew my nose literally until 7 o'clock. I did not go back to sleep until 7 o'clock. Woke up about 8:30. Had an awful day. Tried to go training in the evening. We did 20 meter, 20 meter, 20 meter, 40 meter, 40 meter, 60 meter, and really I was so cooked. I've never been so unbothered for a race. I'm not even in a bad way. I still want to do well. We are going to be running with a tailwind because it says that they run with the wind, unless it's a crosswind, obviously, which would then not be good. But yeah, so my previous race said plus 2.1, but this is going to be an actual tailwind. So let's see what I can do. The wind's not that bad today. I don't think it'll be anything illegal. Got my coffee? Yeah, let's go on with it. Go on, wine.
guys, I just ran 11.11, a plus 2.3. I did say before to these guys here that if I run under 11.2, I'm not going to be displeased, but the race was awful, and I know that I can go a lot faster than that now, which is good for me in a way. Again, the last 40 meters was really strong, like the race at Derby. It's just that first 60 meters, like the top speed, I just can't hack it. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. I've got a race on Sunday now, so you'll probably see me then. God willing, I'm going to do the 100, the 200 and the relay. They're not electronically timed, so take the times with a pinch of salt, but it'll be good to get it in. So, ciao. So with that race coming to an end, that is the end of this episode of the 0.5 project. To conclude, my best time was 11.11 and a plus 2.3. Now, the wind I'm not actually bothered about. I know it's illegal. I might have said during the video, if that was, 2 years ago, I would have been displeased with that time, especially with the wind. But I think actually with the lack of training I've had, all things considered, it actually is not a bad result. Now, between the races of Wednesday and Sunday, I was traveling a lot. I think in the space of like 3 or 4 days, I did 12 hours of driving. And I was pretty zapped. I wasn't sleeping optimally either, which is actually my fault. I was having like 7 hours a night, whereas I should be having 9 hours a night. And it's left me a bit neurally fatigued, but maybe it's to do with obviously the sleep. Driving, you're concentrating, using your brain so much. Lack of training, so I've not prepared my body properly. Nutrition has just not been optimal either, like with my sleep. So in that 11.2 race, I didn't really run badly. It was just I didn't have it. After about 50-60 meters, and I've just had this in training yesterday, I just felt shot and zapped. And if you're wondering why I put the time as 11.14 to 11.19, it's because I timed all of the runs from when my hands left the ground as well, because in a lot of the videos you can see exactly where I finish. The first one was like 11.11 or something. Actually, I've got it up on here. So 11.10 in my 11.39 race, 10.77 in my 11.11 race, and 10.85 in my 11.2 hand time race. So 8 tenths slower than that is 11.19, but then my 11.10 I had a much worse reaction, and there's 2.5 tenths between 10.85 and 11.10. So I took off 2.5 tenths off 11.39, which is 11.14. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. No sub 11 today, sorry for the kind of clickbait. There will be a few more competitions coming up, but around start of August I'll probably be stopping the season, take maybe 2 weeks out, and then get straight into it, and I will be fully consistent. Ciao!